YouTube? This is Nate with Nate Dogg Auto Kustomz, coming back at you with another one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Help me out a lot, YouTube. Alright, got a little project. Want to show some that don't know as far as how to do maintenance cleaning on mirror polish wheels. This whole frame is basically mirror polish, and I want to show you guys what I use. Give you a closer look. Got a couple of microfibers. Basically, when one gets saturated with a lot of dirt that's going to come off of it, then you want to switch it out. It'll bring out the luster, the shine in it. Make sure you get some clean microfiber cloths, YouTube. They're tricky. I mean, what I do is I got a washer and dryer just for what I use in the shop, and I wash all of my microfibers. But the key thing is, don't dry them, because if you dry them, they got some type of fiberglass that's built inside the microfiber, and if you dry them, it will turn, some of them fibers in the microfiber will turn hard. And when you go back to trying to shine your wheels, it'll scratch the piss out of it. So don't do it. Just let them air dry. If you're going to do that, let them air dry. This is what I use. That Zephyrs. Shout out to Zephyrs. That's that Pro 40. That's that big boy stuff. I mean, if you want to graduate YouTube from McGuire's, my bad, from Mother's. Show you over here, YouTube. I'm not gonna lie, that Mother's mag wheel and polish, it does a pretty good job. But if you want to take it a step further, then get you some of that Zephyrs Pro 40. You know, on top of that, got the Mother's billet. Sometimes I'll use the Pro 40 and I go behind it with this Mother's billet, and sometimes it'll leave a real good shine. The key thing is clean microfibers. Can't get around it. You want to keep scratches out of it. Right now they're kind of dirty because it's been sitting up. So I want to show you guys how to what I do as far as putting it on and getting it off. All right, YouTube. Let me put you on the stand, and I'm gonna be back with you. All right, YouTube, back at you. What you want to do is get you a dry applicator pad. Go on and tear this little tab off right here. Tear that off, because they'll scratch your surface. You don't want that. So, alright, using this Zephyrs Pro 40. You don't need much at all, YouTube. Only thing you have to do is drop a little dip on there. What I do is drop a little bead that size. You can cover the whole wheel. Try to use back and forth motion. If you use a lot of circular motion, to me, I think it leaves swirls once you get the buff and the shine. Gonna turn the wheel. Look at all that black, YouTube. You may think just because they got a little shine, you're gonna get this off your wheels. If you get this, that's what you're looking for. Guess I put another little dab. There's some excellent stuff, YouTube. Not getting no type of kickback, but doing a lot of trial and error with different products. I came across this, and this is A1. Thing is, polishing bike wheels, it can get kind of like a chore, but if you want, for your casual riders, I'll say polish your wheels maybe twice a month. People that do a lot of riding, you're gonna be doing this like once a week. Only thing with polished wheels, if you get them wet, try to get them dry, because you'll start to see some water spots into your metal. If you're not on top of your game as far as polishing your metal, that can create into some rust problems. You pretty much want to keep them clean. See, YouTube? This is what you get. Normally with these, after I use these, I use it, flip it over. Once it's gone, I normally get some more of these. Get these pretty cheap at your local standard auto store. But with your microfibers, I try to keep them clean as much as I can, especially if I'm working on metal or if I'm doing paint correction on a car or whatever. I always get you some clean applicator pads. And from this point, just let it haze up. Basically, hazing means let it dry and just buff it out. I'm gonna cut you back on so we can see the results. All right, YouTube, back at you. Now it's time to dry. Take you a clean microfiber, and it's dry. Kind of spin the wheel with your YouTube in the spinning motion. It'll help you if you had your bike on stand, so you can do these things. So let me show you what we got. See that, all that dirt, YouTube? What I do is I kind of flip it over. Flip the microfiber tile over. In between your valve stems real good. Once again, YouTube, you got to go behind it with the second one. So this just to get it off. So now we're going to use the clean one. And this one basically is to get the residue, what was left. Once you use the second one, you can tell the difference because it'll start gliding, which that's how you know you got it clean. See, it don't come off as much. We got my camera girl out here, part of Nate Dogg Auto Kustomz. Say hello.
Hi, YouTube.
Yep, it's getting there. Give it a quick one more spin. You want to get up close, camera girl?
Looks pretty good.
And then with the remainder, what you have on your cloth, you can go over it with the rest of your bike. Because once again, I have some traces of the polish still on the rag. So this is considered a good maintenance clean for mirror polishing. Now this is showroom mirror polishing. So people just want a basic polish, meaning that you stop like at a 2000 or 2500. On this bike, I'll go all the way up to a 5000 before I start using my compounds. So this is different. But the key thing is get the scratches out. And only one way to do that, clean microfiber. Let them air dry. Ain't that right, camera girl?
That's right, Nate Dogg.
Give you kind of a history on this bike while I finish wiping this down. This is a 03 R1. This is basically the old frame on this bike was damaged because the bike has been laid down. So consequently, I have to replace the frame, and it came with the motor. I got all that on eBay. So basically, it was just piecing it from the old bike to the new bike. And on this particular bike, I mean, I pretty much touched every screw on this thing. Swing arms different. It just have the remnants of the old bike. Extended swing arm, I believe is extended 4.5 in the rear. This, once again, YouTube, this is a bolt on. This is not welded. I probably get my son to run a bead to weld my extensions on this swing arm. Frame polish, everything you see basically is polished on this bike. It's a lot of man hours, a lot of rubbing, a lot of buffing. And what will help you, YouTube, if you get the machines that I use, it won't break the bank. But I use oscillating sanders. You have to use various different tubes because, of course, it got various angles, especially when you get down until you're doing a lot of your buffing. Of course, the wheels and everything got to come off, and it's a process. I want to give you a preview, YouTube, what it take to get your bike like that. If you don't have key things, that's in reference to polishing as far as painting too. You gotta have patience. If you don't have patience, your work gonna come out looking crazy. Trust me. With this bike, the whole exhaust system been modified. Let's walk around here, you two girl. All right. You don't have enough lighting here, but on this side, this is what the other side looks like. The whole exhaust been changed out. It went more of the high mount. I'm thinking about changing to a fat tire, put a fat tire kit on it. Put a 240 on the back. Anything past there with this size of this bike, it will take away as far as the ride from it. So I think a 240 it will look pretty good on here. But the only thing is your swing, you have to use a different swing arm, chain. It's a whole kit. It's kind of costly. I believe the last time I priced them, they was going about $6,000-7,000. So it's gonna come with the wheels, swing arm, the fat tire. I mean, you're gonna get the whole kit. I think this will wake this up. Got a backup camera on this YouTube. I think it's a good idea for a lot of bikers to get one of those. You got people that like to tailgate, then you never know who's behind you. You'll eliminate all them blind spots. Alright, YouTube, let me get back to shining this other side. I think my camera girl's been drinking. She's moving kind of funny. Is that right, camera girl?
Not. I'm new at this camera stuff.
Give it one more wipe down for you, YouTube. So it doesn't look like that. Look like that shine. I can tell you, YouTube, that Zephyr's Pro 40, A1 steak sauce, bro. Once again, I ain't getting no kickback, but hey, throw a dog a bone, I promise you I catch it. Just go over it lightly. Thing is, the more you rub metal, the shinier it get. Get up close for him, camera girl. That thing shines like a penny.
Yes, sir. Bling, bling.
Then once again, just take, this is what your old cloth, this is the good one. So, man, you can tell the big difference.
Oh, yeah.
So you're just getting all that old film that was on the previous rag. This is pretty much getting you your buff right here, manually. Now I got machines that can get into these grooves using compound, but this basically is a maintenance cleaner. For your bikers that don't got no stands, get you some type of stand so you can elevate your bike. As far as when you're doing maintenance, that's if you're doing oil changes or whatever. What we doing here, YouTube, cleaning wheels, showing how you get you your mirror shine. What you think, camera girl?
It's A1.
A1 steak sauce, YouTube.
It's A1. Bling, bling.
All right, YouTube, I'm gonna get up out of here. Pretty much gave y'all a preview on what it'll take as far as maintenance clean. For those who don't know the concept of cleaning metal with polished wheels, once again, these are 3-stage mirror polish. It's from a 60 grit. The final stage is a 5,000. That's a lot of processing. It's a lot of late nights too. Ain't that right, camera girl?
Yes, it is.
Church.
Yes, it is. Lots of man hours.
All right, YouTube, I'm gonna get up out of here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Peace.